should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Florida Atlantic's offense is on the field for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's 2 big things.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. A 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on!
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. So the RPO game's been a problem.
The Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Terrell. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
A little screen to the running back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Messer. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Navy offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. He'll pitch it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that in the quarter.
That's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. 3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. To throw, it's Horvat. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Terrell. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Caught over the middle. It's Henry. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Platt. Ripping off a good chunk inside. .25, and they're set up with a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Carroll.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Sets up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing and one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today from this group. A busy day in CUSA and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out.
It's a running room. The 40. There he goes. Attack. Touchdown, midship back. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Sands. Wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Messer. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50 burner. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Here's the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Messer. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Owls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Well, you just couldn't find a much better way to start the drive. 1st and goal from the 3. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on the 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute the red zone.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? They're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Dropping back, it's Horvat. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The option look. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Grab behind the line. It's Clapp. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. A run for the quarterback. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll run play action. He's got him in the flat. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Navy offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and once more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Sticks it in his belly. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Motion from the back. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Now on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Navy will have to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Navy will go back on the attack. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Navy will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Here comes the heat. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for the
screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Grab near the marker. It's Kent. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. On the option. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Rides the back on the option again. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Messer. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Off the RPO, complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
And here comes the Navy offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. Oh, into space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Horvath. Finds his man. It's Kent. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Swings it out to the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got room to work.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Quick toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And into the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Horvath. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle of Hutchison. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Offense set on 1st down. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Chapman. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. On the option, it's Horvath. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the air. It's Horvath. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Navy quick to the line. He's looking to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. Buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That's a 20. He's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get... And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Hills 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're stuck.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Running the option, it's Horvat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in, it's Kent. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Kent. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go up top on second and short. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on second and 8. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise.